enjoy my like post Calyx walk hair. Let's talk about this Jay Shetty video because I just like I love him, but like the misinformation situation. Okay, basically Jay Shetty like made this video that I shared that said people would rather like receive an electric shock than like sit alone with their thoughts, right? And it was like, and men like more so than women, right? And so what I found, like people were like, thoughts or shock, give me the shock, please. That's like a really interesting, provocative thing to be true. And so I went, like the little Aquarius nerd I am, and found the actual study. Let's dig in. First off, this study was done, it was published in 2014, so it could have been done before 2014. For instance, I have a study being published this year that was done in 2014, and it is 2022. So like, when it comes out, it's out of date already. So that sucks, as an aside. So like 2014, and it was with 55 undergraduate students. Do undergraduate students necessarily represent the general population? Nah, maybe not. Psychology is not my domain, but like, context, that's important, right? And basically they were in this like study, and like this part of the study, they rated different things as like pleasant or unpleasant, and one of these things was something that was described as like the feeling of like a static shock, and it was like delivered via a thing attached to their ankles. So it's like if you were to get a static shock on your ankle, you rated like if that was unpleasant. There was a part where like you were asked, like given $5 and were asked like if you would pay to not have that unpleasant experience again. Okay, so that's like part one. Then in part two, you're given these instructions to sit in a room, like in a chair by yourself, with the goal of entertaining yourself with your thoughts the best you can. And they say like the goal is to have like a pleasant experience, not think about things that worry you. Like your goal in sitting in this room is to like entertain yourself and like be pleasant, right? And so like they were left for 15 minutes. And so over the course of this 15 minutes, it's the computer like prompted them, and they were able to deliver the electric shock, static shock to their ankle if they wanted to. And so what the study found was that like a good number of people like did this, some like just once, some more than once. And like that's where this whole thing comes from. Okay, now like, is it interesting that when given the instructions to like sit here with your thoughts and try to like entertain yourself with your thoughts and have like a pleasant experience, people opted to like give themselves a shock? Yeah, that's interesting. Like, I'm intrigued. Like, why, right? Like, interesting. Does that mean that you can say like people would rather give themselves an electric shock than be alone with their thoughts? I don't think so. Like, it really wasn't presented that way. Like, I honestly actually would like love to have had like a follow-up survey where you ask these people like, why did you give yourself the shock? Like, maybe it was fun. Some people like pain. Hey, you know, like we don't know is the point. And so like, I think it's a really like sexy fact to share, but like, is that what that study found? I would say no. I would say it's not. So like, let's be more precise. You cannot believe everything you like read, see, hear, even if it's from super cool people that you really admire. And like research is complicated and nuanced, and like distilling it down into like a viral video or like a meme is honestly just like kind of irresponsible. It'd be much better to give people the full context and the tools to like decide for themselves what to take away. But that's like hard work, and that like doesn't sell, so people don't do that. But like, I just think we should like expect more and expect better and seek truth. The truth is complicated, and like that's fine.